Alright, so now the fun part. I've got 6 arrows here I'm going to fletch up. I'm going to use these like I would if I was doing a hunting arrow, because I may end up hunting with these. So I've got 2 whites and 1 indicator vein. Because I shoot that Matthews lift with the riser, the cable guard that kind of comes into where the arrow flies, I do an indicator vein out. So with that said, I'm going to use these whites in case I hunt with them, and I'm going to have that 1 indicator vein out. I wish I was doing a 4 fletch, but I'm not. So I don't really use the spine align thing. I know some people do. I would rather paper tune. So that's kind of my philosophy on that. Alright, so I've been using TAC vanes for a long time now, and it seems like certain arrows, they have a real gloss finish on them. And so what I've started doing is I do a light sanding on the area where the vene's going to go, just kind of scuffing up that gloss. That's all I'm really doing. I'm not taking any carbon off of the shaft, just wanting that kind of scuffed up. So I'm going to do that with all 6 of them. I know some people have had issues with adhesion. I've never really had major issues. Since I started doing this, I've had no issues. So they kind of just did this just as a precaution, and it seemed to work. So I've kept doing it. And these are fairly expensive arrows. I want them to be right. This is 220 grit paper, just a light scuff's all I'm doing on these. Alright, so I've scuffed them a little bit. I'm going to take a paper towel, I'm going to take the TAC primer, just dab some primer on there, and then I'm going to hit the shafts with primer as well. A lot of people just prime the vane. Not necessarily a problem, but priming this too seems to work well. Alright, so they're all primed. Give them just a second to dry. Alright, now I've got my 3 arrows. I'm going to take a little piece of sandpaper and I'm just going to run it down that channel. Same type of deal. I just want to scuff that. Just takes a couple seconds extra. It's not that big a deal. If you want it done right, you want it to last forever, spend a couple seconds and don't have to worry about it anymore. There's plenty of people that aren't doing that and having good luck with them too, so it's just whatever. Alright. Just going to give that 15 seconds maybe. Against that shaft. Alright, so we've got our 3 Fletch, and here's why I like to use a little extra glue. You can see where it's pushed out a little bit, where the vein channel is. I just run that Q-tip down the inside of those veins, just kind of spreading that glue out. Now I don't know that it makes a seal or not, but it sure makes you feel good like it does. Then I'll take just a dab on the front ends to make sure they're not getting kicked up, in case they're going into some foam and stuff like that. I'll lean those up here. Let that glue kind of run down there if there's any gap there inside the vane channel. Move on to the next one. $324. God damn, it's smoking. This is I think this bow's right at 69 pounds. That's the fastest arrow I've ever shot from a bow. $324. It's crazy to think about what the sight tape on this is going to be. I'm actually excited to see what 20 through 40 on this, how close these will be on the sight tape.